say another anomaly happens and Liverpool lose. Just picture it in your head and Napoli beat Red Star.
Close your eyes and picture
as we're expecting. Just picture it.
I can't picture that.
Is Liverpool gonna qualify out of the group?
What, is Liverpool qualifying for the next round of the Champions League?
Yes, if they lose to PSG.
If we beat PSG.
If you lose.
If you lose to PSG.
If we beat PSG.
This guy.
When we beat PSG.
This guy.
I can't wait for the match.
Oh, listen, it's gonna be a good match. It's gonna be a brilliant match.
I'm gonna scream from the rooftops.
I'm afraid we win.
And I hope Mbappe.
Cavani!
Yes, guys, we are back with the Neeks Sports Podcast, episode 5. Very lonely here in the studio. It's just me and Kyle, as per usual. And as you can see, we've got this ugly mug on the screen in his red band, or do-rag, shall I say. You lot still call it do-rags these days?
Yeah, obviously.
You lot, everything got a new name these days. But Nathaniel, we had him on the first podcast. Now he decided to show his face. On this podcast, and today we're talking about the Premier League. Of course, we had a big London derby on the weekend, Spurs against Chelsea, and we are going to be previewing the Champions League midweek game for the English teams. There's two big games: Spurs versus Inter Milan, and Liverpool traveling to Paris for Paris Saint-Germain. And finally, we're gonna wrap up with the big fight on Saturday, which is Wilder versus Fury in Las Vegas. Speaking of the number of trophies, number of competitions that everyone's challenging for, it's a massive week in the Champions League. Obviously, we're recording this on a Monday, so Man United and Man City will have played by the time this goes out on Wednesday. So Tuesday night they're playing. Man City, we know they're through in their group. Manchester United, young boys, they're playing, and then they got Valencia in the last game. So a win in either of those should see them through. And I'm going to say, I think by the time this comes out, Man United will be through because we have this dispatched of young boys as we do.
Like you did Crystal Palace.
Like we did Crystal Palace. But on the Wednesday, Nathaniel, we have two massive games. I'm not going to let you deal with Spurs. I'll deal with Spurs and all that. We'll talk about Liverpool because this group came out and everyone said, or some people say group of death. Some Liverpool fans, some that I know, some that you know very well, Carl. They were kind of telling me that, nah, don't worry, we'll deal with PSG, we'll deal with Napoli, etc. They're not dealing with it very well. I mean, you beat PSG at home, cool. You beat Red Star, Belgrade at home, cool. But you lost to Napoli and you lost to Red Star. And now you have to go to Paris and win, or you have to beat Napoli at home by 2 goals. Are Liverpool going to go through?
Yes.
How can you be so certain?
We're going to play PSG. They're without Neymar. They don't have Mbappe.
You're hoping, because it's not confirmed. You're hoping.
Nah, they don't have them. So even if they do play, we'll probably beat them or we'll draw. We're not losing. I hope. Touch wood, we don't lose. Yeah, and then even if it goes down to the last game against Napoli, it's at Anfield. It's at Anfield, man. So
yeah, but Napoli are a good side. Napoli are top.
Yeah,
side.
and we're Liverpool.
Huh?
We are Liverpool.
I know you're Liverpool. What does that mean? You lost.
It means Liverpool at Anfield, we're a totally different team, bro. When we go to Anfield, we turn up the level, especially on European nights. Liverpool on European nights is different. It's very different. The atmosphere, the crowd gets behind the team, and we push them. And they're motivated to play.
And they might just buckle under it. I don't know, innit? All I'll say is, when the group was drawn, I said, first and foremost, all the groups, I said at least one English team would go out. And Ramon's not here today, but we sat there. I think he said if one English team goes out, it's going to be Man United, I'm sure. And I said Liverpool, if one English team does go out. It might be, a bit because I'm a Man United fan, but that group is difficult. You don't know that, Nathaniel. You don't know that.
It really is.
That group is difficult. Kyle, are Liverpool going to beat PSG away?
so many questions, so many things to consider, to ponder. I mean, no. I thought
I like that answer.
I played out the match in my head the whole 90 minutes just now, and the answer is no. I don't see any way around it. You saw Liverpool beating Red Star and you lost 2-0.
That was an anomaly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
An anomaly. And another one will happen again against PSG. Another anomaly. I mean, if they lose, are they out? Are they
No,
out?
so Liverpool, as I said, they need to either beat PSG or they need to beat Napoli by 2 goals. 'Cause at the moment, Liverpool's top with, well, at the moment, it's doing on goal difference because it's only at the end where they do the head-to-head.
Yeah.
But Liverpool got 6 points, Napoli's got 6 points, PSG have got 5 points. So if Liverpool win, of course, they have 9 and PSG can only get 8, so they'll be through. That being said, there's a lot of permutations because Red Star's on 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I think pretty much all 4 teams can go through.
Yeah, all four can go through, yeah.
But if PSG win and Napoli beat Red Star, that's my prediction anyway, that they're going to beat Red Star. PSG will have 8, Napoli will have 9, and Liverpool will have to. The most they can get is to draw level with Napoli, and hope PSG don't beat Red Star and beat Napoli head to head.
Okay.
As I said, Liverpool for me are a bit lucky that Napoli only beat them 1-0 in that because they got battered in Naples. They got battered, but it was a last minute goal to 1-0. So it may come back for Liverpool. But Nathaniel, away from home, especially Liverpool. In the Champions League, they haven't been great. You lost, obviously, the 2 games in this group. You lost. Did you lose away? Obviously, the Champions League final, of course, you lost that. Away to Roma. They lost that game, innit? But they went through on away goals.
Yeah.
The Man City game, did they win that one?
No, they won both legs.
They won both legs.
We both legs.
Okay, but your last 4 games in Europe away from home, not at Anfield, you've lost them all. And you're confident going to PSG. Is it literally? Are you just relying on the fact that Neymar or Mbappe won't be there? So if they are there, are you gonna think you're gonna lose?
No.
I just can't see it.
I'm just confident in the team.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. That
Okay.
if this so-called, like you said last time, was an anomaly, say another anomaly happens, and Liverpool lose, just picture it in your head, and Napoli beat Red Star.
Close your eyes and picture.
As we're expecting, just picture it.
I can't picture that.
Is Liverpool gonna qualify out of the group?
What, is Liverpool qualifying for the next round of the Champions League?
Yes, if they lose to PSG.
If we beat PSG.
If you lose.
If you lose to PSG.
If we beat PSG.
This guy.
When we beat PSG.
This guy.
I can't wait for the match.
Oh, listen, it's gonna be a good match. It's gonna be a brilliant match.
I'm gonna scream from the rooftops.
I'm praying we win.
And I hope Mbappe.
Cavani!
My G, listen. You see Liverpool, yeah? We have this guy called Virgil van Dijk, yeah? I'm telling you now, he's going to have Cavani in his back.
The same guy that slipped in 2 against Red Star.
Pardon?
The same guy that slipped in 2 against Red Star.
Why is this guy? Listen.
No, I'm asking, is it that same Van Dijk?
Must be his
I'm
brother.
talking about Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah, that one. The one that played and conceded 2 against Red Star.
That wasn't his fault.
I say if Neymar and Mbappe are playing,
Which they will be.
it's peak. It's peak.
It's not, because people said that when they came to Anfield.
Don't worry about that. As you said, Anfield's a different place or whatever.
Trent's gonna have his hands full.
Oh, Trent's gonna be having nightmares. What are you talking about? Trent can't even get to sleep now. Nah, he's worried.
Nah.
He has to be worried.
Now Trent will do well. I think he will do well. He's developing very well as a
He'll be
player.
lucky. He'll be lucky if he plays. To be honest.
He'll do well to stay on his feet. Yes.
Listen, they might go with Gomez at right back and Lovren just to make it more solid. I don't know, innit? We'll see.
That could work. That could seriously work.
Lovren is one of the top centre backs in the world according to him. That's what he tells us.
Lovren played in the Champions League final and the World Cup final.
Exactly.
And
he's
and
a
lost.
baller.
Lost them both.
And lost them both. And lost them both. It says a lot.
He fits right into Jurgen Klopp's team. Jurgen.
My G, your team's 8th.
Don't worry about me. We're going through in the Champions League, innit? We're at the table with the big boys. You lot are struggling, innit? But the other team, Tottenham, as I said, they had a brilliant win on the weekend against Chelsea, but they literally is backs to the wall. They lost. Obviously, they lost to Barcelona. They've lost to Inter Milan already, and they drew with PSG away. PSV away. Fortunately for them, they won late in the home leg against PSV, so they're on 4 points. But they have to beat Inter Milan first and foremost, and then they have to. That's at Wembley, and then they have to go to the new camp and realistically beat Barcelona, because we're expecting that Inter Milan will get a win against PSV.
That's not as easy as said than done.
It's not. But if I'm correct, Inter Milan are at home in that game. So if they need to get a man like Icardi and that kind of, like, you would expect Inter Milan, if they need to get that win, that they can. They're playing very well this season.
Inter are on how much points?
They're on 7. Yeah, Tottenham's on 4. Barca's on 10. You're a Barca fan, Kyle. Are Spurs going through? Because I said they didn't win both games. Are Spurs going through?
Well, personally, I see it like this. Barcelona are going to beat PSV. I'm expecting them to beat PSV.
Yeah.
And then that will secure their qualification top spot as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll be on 13. They would have qualified top. And then their final game against Spurs, there's literally no need to burn. Like, having been playing well all season, they're going to need the rest. Then a full-fledged squad is not going to be fielded against Spurs. Spurs can easily capitalize.
But that ruins the integrity of the competition.
They scored 2. They lost. Barca won 4-2 against Spurs. So they already scored 2 against Barcelona, and I'm anticipating that would have been a much stronger side. Spurs are going to come into this knowing that they need a win. This is if they beat Inter. If they don't beat Inter and they're out, then they're not going to go out all guns blazing. Their best. They're going to play a second string team. But if they do beat Inter and Barca beat PSV, I'm kind of expecting like a second string team versus a first string team. And Tottenham will beat Barcelona.
You think so?
Yeah, they'll beat
really?
Barcelona. Yeah, they'll
at
beat
the
Barca.
new camp.
They'll beat Barca.
That's not easy.
Wait, they just lost at the new camp.
They did. Well, against I was at Ibar before the international break.
Yeah, they just lost at the new camp. They conceded a hell of a lot of goals this season. They're not playing well at all.
Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Spurs going through.
Spurs are out.
You think they're out?
They're out.
What are they not going to beat Inter Milan or?
No, they're not beating. They won't beat Inter. I don't think.
Nathaniel.
Yeah.
I will wager you Spurs qualify and Liverpool go out of the Champions League stages.
We got a wager, guys, here live on Neeks Sports Podcast.
I'm telling you now, Spurs are out.
I bet you those headphones.
Spurs can't do the impossible.
I'll bet you those headphones. You can
My
have,
earphones.
yeah, you can have mine.
What do you have?
You can have these Dega Apple ones.
I've got those already.
No, don't worry. You can have 2. And I'll have those ones that Man United go through and Liverpool don't.
No, I thought it was Spurs.
Oh yeah, it was. I just switched it around. I got 2 bets on the table.
My guy said United. I'd rather go with Kyle.
Of course you.
Because even if I win, one, I'm getting those earphones, which are dead. And
2, you're not gonna win. I hear that. No, for me, I think Spurs are out. I said Spurs are out from they drew PSV, because I'm like, they'll have to win obviously their last 3 games: PSV, Inter Milan, Barca. And even if Barca play their weak team in the last game,
They just rolled Chelsea. They literally
can't see Spurs beating Barca at the new game. How many teams actually go to Barcelona? Even if it's a Champions League, you think about it. How many teams actually go there and get any result, regardless of what's happening in the league?
Hardly any. But this is a must-win for them.
And Spurs are bottle jobs. Like, this is what Spurs do. Spurs will probably go 2-1 up in the game and concede late. They'll bring Messi off the bench, like, just for the fun of it, and they'll just concede late. I don't know, man. Because even that Inter Milan game that Spurs lost, they were 1-0 up in that game. Everything cruising.
They should have won that game.
But they bottled it. They bottled it. And that's what Spurs do. Like, it's disappointing. Cause, I don't have any vengeance against Spurs. I want to see an English team go through. That's not one of the rivals like Man City or Liverpool. But, Spurs put themselves in it. From the time they didn't beat into PSV in that first game, they put themselves on the back foot. And I'm not going to question Pochettino too much, because he has done well in Europe in the past. He's got qualified ahead of Real Madrid in last season and those kind of things. But I don't know what it is about the mentality of Spurs when it just seems like everything's going well. They just seem to find a way to just mess it up. I don't know what's going on there. And he talks about, we're just going to focus on the Premier League and Champions League. Get how hard it is to win the Champions League. Get a winning mentality.
Can't be that hard if Real done it 3 times in a row.
Yeah, but Spurs ain't got Ronaldo in their team. And Modric and Cruz. They had Modric, to be fair.
I know they got Eriksen and Harry Kane.
Exactly. No, but Real Madrid have a winning mentality. They go into games knowing how to get this. So as bad as Real Madrid were in the league last year, and even in some of the Champions League games, the semi-final against Bayern, it's like we're good enough to get over the line because we've done it before. Spurs have never got over the line before. So it's like, I think anytime it gets close, they start getting nosebleeds and just start shuffling and... Nah, I don't know, man. I think you're gonna see a North London derby final in the Europa League. That's what you're gonna see this season.
North London derby final.
Arsenal against Spurs in the Europa League final. That's what you're gonna get.
Chelsea's in there, you know.
Chelsea, don't worry about Chelsea. Chelsea just got slapped up by Spurs.
Wait, quick question. If Liverpool don't qualify, we go to Europa League, isn't it?
Well, providing that you
finish
third. I mean, Red Star might just do a thing again.
So if we finish third, we go Europa League.
Yeah.
And then we win that.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's possible for them to not qualify and finish 4th. Because if Red Star win to get 7 points...
Say that again. Because they might beat Napoli by not enough to go ahead on head-to-head. So they might still drop out. They might only beat Napoli 1-0, and then their goal difference is worse, for example. And
wait, so if PSG beat them and Red Star beat Napoli, and then say the next game
again, Red Star beat Napoli, 7.
They'll be 7.
And then if
Napoli and Liverpool draw.
Oh yeah, if Red Star beat Napoli,
that's what I'm saying. Can Liverpool qualify 4th? Is that mathematically possible?
Can they qualify 4th?
I mean, finish the group stages
4th.
Yeah.
I'm
saying.
I'll tell you in a second. Yes. If PSG beat Liverpool, they'll have 8 points. If Red Star beat Napoli, they'll have 7 points. Then if Napoli beat Liverpool, Napoli will have 9 points. Liverpool will have 6. So then everyone will have more. I mean, I'm not expecting Red Star to but the Champions League, anything can happen, innit? So I expect Liverpool to be in Europe next year, as in 2019. The question is, which competition?
Whichever competition will still do well.
Let us know.
I know for a fact.
Nathaniel, at the beginning of this part, you were saying you're going through, and now you're talking about potential Europa League fixtures. I like the way I've turned your mind around. I know.
I'm just saying, innit?
Yeah, you keep saying it because it's going to become a reality very, very soon. And I'm going to be here to rub it all in. But thank you very much for joining us, Nathaniel. I wish you all the worst of luck on Wednesday against PSG. And hopefully you will join us next time on the podcast.
What should we win? What should we qualify?
Thank you very much, Nathaniel. Thank you.
Alright, safe guys.